It's been a lot of ups and downs. I've been, beating myself up and just wanting to, do better than I did last year, but I'm, not focused. I'm not focused on how I'm going to run and execute my race. I'm more focused on how the year is going to go. So I'm trying to change that around and just focus on my race, focus on my strengths at and my weaknesses at, and just make sure I execute each and every race and just make sure I stay in my lane.
Cambrea Sturgis is a two-time NCAA champion and All-American in the 100 and 200 meter dash. Since leaving the NCAA, she has begun to develop further as an athlete, navigating the world as a professional. Though she has achieved success at various levels, her story starts back in her home of North Carolina, where she originally played basketball before making her way to the track.
Yes, most of my family is in North Carolina. It's a small town called Kannapolis. It's very small, everybody knows everybody. So with me, I really grew up playing basketball just for fun, probably for that season. It was just a little fun thing. I really didn't like it, but it was just a little fun thing with me and my friends. So once I did that, everybody was like, you should try out for track. So I did. It was just for fun, but then I started to like it, and everybody was like, you can go to school for this and get a full scholarship. So I was like, when I go to high school, I did it, but high school was really, towards the end, it was really rough because, I was doing AAU and mostly just going to AAU track meets because it really helped me, and I seen it helping me than my high school. So my coach was just like not with it. So I stopped doing high school track and just focused on AAU and getting that scholarship for my 4 years in college. And I did. That last year I had a lot of college coaches looking at me. And it was just like, it was just stressful, but it was a good time. And once I started, going to school, putting up times, and then becoming a national champion, my city, they represented me and showed me, so that's what made me still want to continue to run. And I didn't know they had a banner in the baseball field, and I didn't know that. I just didn't know everybody was still following me in my college career, so that really changed everything.
After high school, Cambrea originally wanted to attend Western Carolina University to study forensics, but through the advice of her mom, she eventually attended North Carolina A&T, an HBCU in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yes, I didn't even think about North Carolina A&T. My mom wanted me to go to HBCU. I wanted to go to Western Carolina for their forensics field. And my mom was like, you can still have that, but at a HBCU. I just wasn't with it. Me and her went back and forth until I actually went, saw the campus, talked to the coach, and just, he was like, no matter what, it's a family. It's the HBCU, you're going to be around family, people who knows you, people who understand you. And so I just made that decision right then and there. Yeah, I graduated in December.
Oh, just 2022?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, congrats.
Thank you.
What was your degree in?
Criminal justice. A&T, they don't have forensics as they major, so I had to do criminal justice.
Gotcha.
Even though I was down the street from home, the team, the school, it felt like home. And if I felt safe, and I made a lot of friends. To now, if I didn't go, I wouldn't have the friends I have right now.
While at A&T, Cambrea gained a training partner in Kayla White, the 2019 NCAA Indoor 200 meter champion. White would become a huge part of Cambrea's career as both women would support each other towards their goals of success.
I knew my training partner, Kayla, I knew she'd been there, and I knew I wanted to be as good as her, but she just taught me, she was like, it's your own path. I did this a long time, you're just starting out, just keep doing what you're doing. And she's always been there, so I'm thankful for her. I realized that me and her, we train, we do the same things, and I grow, she grow. I have weaknesses that's her weaknesses. She has weaknesses that are my weaknesses. So once we worked with each other and with each other and against each other, we both could have made it at the top, and we did.
In 2021, after dealing with some setbacks during the indoor season, Cambrea went on to win NCAA outdoor titles in the 100 and 200 meter dashes. Her 100-meter time of 10.74 seconds, though wind aided, was the fastest time run by a collegiate woman in history. But despite her impressive performances at the championships, Cambrea never imagined those would actually happen.
No, I didn't, because I knew everybody who was going to run against, they was fast, they was ready, they was prepared, they was coming for anybody who wanted the top spot. So I just made sure I went out there and did what I had to do, and then I would have got to the top. Even watching back, they didn't even like mention me. They mentioned like a few people. So looking back, I'm like, it made me mad, but if I would have knew that, I would have, been more mad. But it is what it is. I went out there, I did what I was supposed to do.
After the NCAA Championships, Cambrea went on to sign a pro contract with Adidas, foregoing the remainder of her NCAA eligibility. With just a few weeks between NCAA Championships and USA Olympic trials that year, the transition from college to pro proved to be quite challenging, though she did have a strong support system to guide her the entire way.
It was rough. Yes, because I had like interviews after interviews. I, was reading my contract, talking to my parents, talking to my coach, talking to my agent. It was just like a lot going on, and I still had to focus on running. I was like, oh my God. I was like, can I just do one thing at a time? They was like, you can, but it's a fast decision. People are gonna, if you don't take it, somebody else will. So I was like, okay. So I was like, yes. Now let's run. I just wanted to get it over with because it was a lot. I was already tired from nationals. I wanted to like sit down, take a break. But it was just like I was always moving. And I was like, I can't wait till this over. But I knew I wanted to go pro, but I didn't know it was gonna be NCAA. I didn't even know me signing with the Adidas was come like that fast. I knew I was like, maybe, the end of my college career, but everything's happening for a reason. And you just have to take it and embrace it. I felt like I had to like grow up really fast and just be an adult really, really fast just because of that. Adulting is really hard. Yeah, I still feel a little bit pressured, and I feel like everybody do want me to grow up fast, and I'd be like, I don't want to grow up too fast. But yeah, it's a little bit of pressure, but I'm trying to work my way through it. I've been living on my own for like 2 years. I paid my bills, so it shouldn't be nothing, but just a little bit. I never knew I was going to be on my own this early. I thought I was going to be still with my mom until I was 30.
You got to like pay bills.
Yes. My coaches and my parents were the biggest supporters because they was like, this is what you wanted. It's here. You deserve it. You earned it. You just showed it a couple weeks ago. So you need, take it because it's here for you. This is what you dreamed out and this is what you worked for. So that's how I really became to make my decisions. I was like, yeah, I did work for this. And it was the right time, the right place at Nationals that I showed up and showed out. My family has always been there. They've always supported me. Even when, I've had bad races and I don't want to talk to nobody, they'll still send me texts, be like, keep your head up, you're strong. It's only one bad race. You get your head up and focus on the next one. So they've always been there. They've always been my rock. When they can come and travel, especially my mom, she will be there. She would drop everything and come and be there, and my dad. So yeah, I love them so much.
Being a young athlete competing professionally is never easy, and Cambrea acknowledges the challenges of the sport. But whether it's through conversation, journaling, reflection, or even taking the time to just let it all out by crying, Cambrea takes steps to keep her mental state healthy, as it's just as important as the physical training she does on the track.
I just, it's a lot. I do beat myself up. I just want to make sure that I'm always positive, even when my races aren't bad, know what I did wrong, and just don't feel bad about it and make myself feel bad about it, Behind doors, no matter what, I'm gonna cry. Because I feel like if I don't, I'm gonna be mad and I'm taking it out on people. But if I cry, just let it out, and then turn around, talk to someone or write it down. Anything I feel, anything I want to say but don't want to say, then I'll feel better, Oh, I just started.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, since I've been in Tennessee. Because I really don't have I have friends, but I only have a few people that I trust with my personal and mental stuff. So when they're not there, I have to write it down, And then I have to look back if it wasn't because of me, what I did, I would not be here. Like, I did everything by myself. I'm in the lane by myself. I'm warming up by myself. I'm running 10-7 by myself. So it's like, even if I'm mad at myself, it's because of me. You know, my time is because of me. So I just gotta, you know, take a deep breath, take a step back, remember who I am, and just keep it pushing.
In Cambria's first year as a pro in 2022, though she didn't improve her personal best, she did remain consistent through the season, a theme she hopes to continue to maintain in 2023.
I was just getting, you know, into it with being pro, traveling, being by myself, warming up by myself without a team or a coach. But, you know, this year I'm not even worried about that. It's just, you know, I mean, that's easy. I'm just worried about being consistent and make sure I'm executing all my races.
Despite tough workouts on the track, Cambrea still loves so much about the sport, including athletes showing their personalities and even looking forward to what's to come in her career.
What is it? I can tell you what I don't like about it. Those conditioning workout and the hard works out. But what I love about it is, you know, even not just me, but it's like it shows different people's personalities, you know, especially when, you know, we're doing intros and all that. It just shows different personalities, and I just love it, you know, being outside, and I don't know, I just love it. The way I started to where I am now, each year I feel myself getting better, and my coaches tell me you get stronger and better each year, so just keep doing that. So that's like what I really be focused on, like, okay, this year may not be good, but next year I know it will be even better.
Now looking forward, Cambrea is looking for that consistency and has her eyes set on the Paris Olympics in 2024, which was actually the first city she ever traveled to outside of the United States.
When was it? I think I was in Paris, I think 2 years ago.
That was your first time outside the country?
Yes, and I was by myself. It was scary.
Yeah.
My mom kept calling me every hour on the hour, making sure I was good. She's like, did you eat? She's like, you gonna go get food or order in? I was like, I'm just ordering in. I don't know my way around this. Yeah, I had my agent, but you know, we didn't really get to explore like that. It was like a in and out meet. Paris, 2024.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's like my ultimate goal right now. Yes, I really am. I'm really for it to, you know, be consistent and kick off so I can be like, okay, I really finally got this under control.